Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the second stream of today. Today we're gonna see Help versus Metamorphosis. I'm joined today here with our broadcaster Ghost, and I'll start with introducing both teams. On the blue side, we have Metamorphosis, and their players are Mexico, Louisville, Dara, Shinobu, and Bulatic. And in Team Help, we have Pikachu, Miss Chaos, Device, 47X, and Owa. Both teams currently only won one out of the 3 matches they have played, so they're currently playing to get the score to get 2-2, and the team that loses gets a score of 1 win and 3 loses in the brackets. And yeah, both teams aren't really doing good so far in the tournament, but yeah, whoever's gonna win here still has a chance for decent prizes. There's still a lot of matches left in the tournament. Both teams also selfing now, OD dropping. Yeah, whoever gets the best spawn and whoever puts the most focus on it will take it. On the blue side, we see Shinobu, who can probably take it. Use his Nitro to take it, and no one takes him out in time, so he will be taking that overdrive. Yeah, at the same time, yeah, the red team, it's a pretty interesting team. Their name is Help. I think that's because they're all helpers in their team. I think they're also all currently using the best helpers paint. It's pretty interesting. But Louisville pulling this first flag for Metamorphosis doesn't get really far, but it's a good try from him. Was all by himself, so it wasn't really his fault. He didn't get that far. Shinobu controlling that that's attacking side of the map. Pikachu didn't see him, so he got shot by him. Well, maybe can pull, but there's so many people focusing him, so I don't expect him to go really far. By the way, the second map that they will be playing is Sandal, also a pretty interesting map, but right now they're playing Cross for the first 2 rounds. Device used an overdrive, only stunned 1 player. Decent OD, locks the Aris, so this Aris will be taken out by him. Yet again another pull by Louisville, but yet again alone. Maybe he should try to push together with Shinobu, but so far a couple pulls from Team Metamorphosis. OD box falling, and Dara can take the OD box. I remember he also had an OD at the start, so he used it somewhere, but I think I missed it then while trying to pull the blue flag, but also gets taken out. Both teams are kinda hesitant about attacking. Most of their players are attacking by themselves. Pikachu with a Crusader OD that doesn't connect. They are saw him using and made that corner to kind of avoid that overdrive from Pikachu. But Louisville for the 3rd time pulling this flag, but yet again doesn't get really far. So for now the score will be tight. But yeah, both Arises have their ODs, and I think once we see them using it, there will be some better attacks than the ones we've seen before. Also, from the blue team, have a lot of ODs now. I see a Crusader, Paladin, Aris, Hunter, and Viking OD. Basically, every player has his OD ready. So this looks very promising for them. They've been doing a good job saving that OD for 1 attack, but this Aris OD doesn't heal any of the players from Metamorphosis, so kind of wasted, but they are still pulling. Shinobu getting this flag to their Viking. He's on low HP. Drops it off to Dara. Aris OD by Miss Chaos. Doesn't connect. But Device is pulling this flag, gets healed by the OD, also gets some damage by Dara. Miss Chaos is taking this next OD box as well. He might want to use it. Actually, he doesn't, or she doesn't. since they already got the return, I didn't even notice that's how fast it went. While pulling this flag, but got locked by Mexico, but is still alive and getting healed by the Paladin OD. He still died in the end, but 47x pulling this flag. Miss Chaos OD a bit late. Still does some damage to Bulatic, and Device taking over this flag that was still left in the center. Goes under the bridge and is already pretty close to capturing here. He does now, and the score is 2-0 after only 4 minutes, so bit of a slow start, but after that, 2 really fast captures in a row. Yeah, they've been doing a good job so far. I was a bit, let's say it like this, it was a bit underwhelming at the start, but after they got that rhythm, they started capturing so many flags. But yet again, Pikachu has a really good chance here with his Crusader. He went from the bottom on the sides, so the players from Metamorphosis didn't notice him until he went up to take the flag. But he got taken out, and now it's Louisville pulling this flag. Died by Wa, who was shooting him with his ricochet. They are taking over this flag, but he is on really low HP, but he's still alive for so far, and a Crusader OD by Pikachu takes out 2 players, and it's only Bulatic left there against 3 players. 47x with his Viking OD. I think it's a really good time for him to use, but he waits. And also dies right after, so maybe a good choice to not use it still. Device, really nice Hunter OD by him. And Team Help is still pulling. 47x taking over this flag on full HP. Gotta watch out for Mexico, but Wire took care of him. And after this capture, the score will be 3-0 already for Team Help. That was a really nice counter attack by them, because it was Metamorphosis who was pulling at first, but after they returned that flag, used a nice Hunter OD. They got that capture still. Pikachu again pulling a flag, and Mexico taking this flag to center while Louisville was on the side, but still taking it over. Had his repair, but used it and got shot right after, so he didn't get healed to full HP. The blue flag is also in the base of Team Help now, and if they can return this flag, it will be 4-0, but Bulatic already has taken the flag and used his OD, and Mexico can return this flag after this Ares OD did so much damage to all the players there, and Shinobu is gonna get his first capture for Metamorphosis. Still 2 flags to go if they want to tie the round, but at least they got a flag. Pikachu controlling the base now from Metamorphosis. Decides to wait a bit, but now he is taking the flag. I don't think he's gonna survive, but someone can take over the flag, which is 47x, who used his overdrive. Also got 2 kills, and no one else is shooting him now, so he can capture this flag. Arrows OD by Bulatic. Won't be enough to stop this capture, but they got some counterplay now. But Pikachu with a Crusader OD and kills 1 player and freezes the other one while using a Paladin OD, but he was better off waiting there. But yeah, 4-1 already, doesn't really matter. Device yet again stuns 3 players with his Hunter OD and is pulling this flag. Also a nice OD by Miss Chaos. This can even be the 5th capture. Alright, so from what I've seen so far, it's definitely Team Help that is playing better so far. Not only did they get the most captures, it's a 4 flag difference, which is pretty big considering the map they're playing, and 4 flags in general is a really big score. I think Metamorphosis already has to think about the next round, because they won't be able to win this one. Might have to play a little bit different. I've seen they have been attacking one by one a lot of the times. And for team help, I think they're just doing fine how they're playing now. Don't think there's a lot for them to do better. Their Ares ODs has been on point, as well as their Hunter ODs. I've seen a lot of good ones. Louisville pulling this flag is getting healed by his Paladin ODs, almost on full HP. Pikachu shoots him, but still by himself, and is probably not going to return this flag. So Metamorphosis gets another flag on the scoreboard. Score is 5-2 now. With only 30 seconds to go. I don't think any of the players have an OD, but Dara's still pulling nonetheless. Jumps down to get that repair. Will be on full HP, but there's 3 players there who can shoot him from team help. But he is surviving so far, but now he finally got taken out, and there's not enough time to get this capture, so the score will remain 5-2 for team help. They will be playing on the opposite side now. Both teams will switch, but because the map is almost symmetrical, it's not gonna change that much. I think this can be a 3-round match if team help is gonna continue playing like this, but at the same time, they're gonna be playing another map after this, so there's still a lot of chance for a Metamorphosis. It's only 1 round so far. It's hard to say who's gonna win, but at the same time, team help playing so good, it will be hard for Metamorphosis though. Both teams are gonna be fighting for this OD box. I think it's also worth mentioning that Dara is playing on Hammer now. Most teams use Smoky Viking these days. That's mainly because you got that range and because Smoky got a lot stronger after the updates. But apart from that, no difference in the combos. Only the Viking which decides to use another one. Maybe he likes Hammer more, but I think Cross is really one of those maps where you can use that range from the Smoky. OD box still hasn't dropped yet. 47X, who just self-destructed, is gonna be trying to take this again, but unlike Dara, he's not on the top of the little tower from the players, and maybe if someone tries to help him, they can maybe take it. It's right now it is dropping, so looks like either Pikachu or Dara is gonna take it. Right, so it's Dara who took it. Both teams are gonna be self-destructing, and this round is slightly in favor of Metamorphosis now, since they took that first OD box. Alright, so both teams are playing kind of passive now, trying to deal some damage. A lot of teams play for damage instead of going straight for captures, and I think that's the right way to play. It's Team Help now who's kind of taking this map control. They got their Ares on the center while trying to pull a flag, and Pikachu also on top there shooting the players from Metamorphosis. They have a lot of players on top now. I don't think Viking Smoky really needs to be there. He also gets taken up pretty quickly, and Louisville can pull this flag. A lot of players shooting him though. You gotta watch out for Device behind him. Looks like he didn't really see him, but Dara unleashing his overdrive. Takes out 2 players, can take out the Vice maybe as well, but he didn't see him. Luckily for him, Shinobu took him out in time because the Vice pressed his overdrive. And Dara is gonna get his first capture for Metamorphosis, and the OD box is dropping as well. Mexico didn't see it, but still uses his overdrive and can take it again. Really nice use by him. Louisville yet again pulling for Metamorphosis. Also had his Reaper, is still on full HP. And whereas Team Help was really fast with those captures in the last round, right now it's Metamorphosis who is doing the same in this round. 2-0 already. But there's a lot of players now on the attacking side for Metamorphosis, and wow, can maybe sneak in to get that flag. Pulatic has an overdrive, but probably doesn't want to use it since Louisville was also defending there. So yeah, it's only both Arises who have their overdrive ready. Dara yet again on the flag of Team Help is gonna be taking it and going to the side. Jumps down and the shot from the Vice didn't connect, so he's still alive for now. Uses a repair. Gets shot again by Pikachu. He is still alive, but on no HP. The Vice, if he shoots him, he will die, and he manages to do so, and he buys some time for Team Help to get his return. 47x and Wa trying to return, but Bulatic, who still had his overdrive saved, used it there to secure this capture. So 3 captures in 3 minutes by Team Metamorphosis. OD box dropping again. There who had his Reaper still, just used it, has a decent chance to take this. Mexico supported him with that overdrive. And yeah, he manages to take it there. It'll be hard for the Team Help to make a comeback after those 3 flags, but they have the time to do so. Maybe not the overdrives. I only see 47x with his OD and Wa. Terra also used his overdrive, only killed 1 player, but he thought he was maybe gonna pull the flag with that OD that he just used, but he didn't. So as of now, it is looking pretty tough for Team Help, but Device here using his Hunter OD. I think Pikachu and Device just got their ODs. Not the most important ODs, but they can definitely contribute to an attack. Pikachu shooting there from the side. They don't have an attack going on, but he still decides to use his Crusader. He hits 3 players. Even though the shot didn't connect to like a certain player to get at least 1 kill, he hit a lot of them. And gives some opportunity for 47x to use his overdrive, but he only got 2 kills and can't go any further with that OD. And WoW was a bit late to the party. It's also not gonna be doing anything, but yet again another OD box dropping, and 47x really needs to take this since he just used his last OD, but he will be able to do so. Not a lot of players from Metamorphosis were focused on that OD after the last attack. So after capturing a couple flags by Metamorphosis, they're also able to defend against the attacks of Team Help. I don't even think they pulled with an Ares OD. They mainly just used their own ODs from the medium holes to pull. I think Dara also used a couple of good overdrives. Louisville using his Paladin OD while he was in the base of Team Help. That was a pretty ballsy move, but he survives it. Was on low HP, but gets healed by his OD. But 47x with his Viking OD gets stuck against the wall after Shinobu shot him, but he still had enough time to return. That would have been bad if he didn't return there, because the reason why he used this OD in the first place was because he wanted that return, because there were not a lot of kills to get there, and he was also on low HP already. So the score is still 3-0. You'll have to see if Team Help can make a comeback here. Even though there is time, we will have to see how it's gonna go. But yeah, I think it's pretty interesting how this match is going so far. First round was uh, a pretty dominant performance by Team Help. While in this round, it's mainly Metamorphosis who is dominating. So yeah, right now Louisville captured the 6th flag. I think there's some trouble with the players lagging out. We will have to see what's gonna happen to the match, since it's not really going like it's planned. Probably we will have to see. Yeah, it seems like a lot of players have the trouble with the map. A lot of players are lagging out. It's mainly on the side of Team Help. You have to wait for what the referee is gonna say and see how this match will continue. I think as of now, I think it's a good time to maybe make a prediction, because I don't think I've said before who was gonna win this, but both teams are pretty close to each other, and there's still a different map they're gonna play, Sandball. So whoever's gonna be better in that map is probably gonna win this whole match, because the next 2 rounds are gonna be played there, as well as the penalty rounds. It's pretty interesting how how the match was going. I think Team Help was so dominant. I'd never expected Metamorphose to make such a comeback. But still a lot of rounds to go. Possibly 2 more, or at least 2. It can be more if the penalty rounds need to be played. Mm. Maybe I can look at some other matches in the meantime. We know that Deviants, Nazovi, Matrix, and Diamonds are currently still in the race for Impulse. Only 2 of those teams are gonna be taking the paint. Deviants is gonna be playing against Diamonds, and Nazovi will be playing against Matrix. both matches will be played tomorrow at 18 UTC. Will be pretty interesting. I think Diamonds and Deviants will be a really good one. I think both teams are probably the best in this whole tournament. If I have to make a prediction about Taiwan, I think Diamonds has the best chance. Mainly because they have been winning basically everything for a really long time. Didn't really keep track of the amount of time. At least a year, maybe even 2. And as of Matrix and Azovi, it's pretty hard to say. Both teams are new, but the players themselves are pretty experienced. But I think I have to give it to Matrix since they won pretty easily against Pepega. I haven't seen the match, but the score is 3-0, so that means they won all the rounds they have played. But yeah, we will be going into Sandal now for the next rounds. You know what? I'm gonna make maybe a crazy prediction, but I think Team Help can still turn it around. I think they still have the experience and maybe also the quality or the performance to still get this match into their favor.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, welcome back. After some technical issues, we're back. The score is still in favor of no help in rounds. It's 1-0 now, but this round will be replayed with a score of 3-0 already for Metamorphosis. I'm also joined now by Hope, who's gonna be commentating with me. Hello, Hope. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. Looking forward to seeing what the outcome of this match will be. Obviously, like you said, it is Help versus Metamorphosis. Overall, like without the technical pauses being kind of dramatically taking a turn on this stream, who do you feel like is the better team? Because obviously you've been here since the beginning, so it'd be interesting to see what your thoughts are.
Well, I want to begin with that it's really hard to say for now, because in the first round, Team Help was so strong that it was a score of 5-2 in favor of them. But in the second round that we've just watched, it was 3-0 for Metamorphosis. That was the score after players started lagging out. So they've captured exactly the same amount of flags, but I think Team Help can still turn this around. Maybe not in this round because they're already 3 flags behind, so it's very unlikely. But maybe in the next map, Sandal, I think they have a pretty good chance. But it can go both ways.
Oh, right. So current score is 3-0 for Metamorphosis, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, listen, there's 10 minutes on the clock here, so there still is time, but we are seeing a pull here from Louisiana. Or is it Louisiana? I can't even read what his name is. Louisville. Sorry. And it's looking like it is going to be a promising capture. It's quite low. It's got Deer right behind him. There is Device dealing some damage and also Miss Chaos currently pulling the flag on Eris, which is going to be a big target, so they're going to be able to get that return. Although Pikachu coming in with an overdrive, and oh, that's going to be a nice return from 47X. But yeah, it's still not looking too great for Help, since that was a near capture, which could have possibly set them back 4 flags instead of 3.
Yeah, that was a nice OD by Pikachu. He didn't hit someone directly, but the splash damage reached 3 of the players, which all got frozen there. I think that definitely helped a lot with that return. For now, the score will remain the same. OD box also dropping. Device pulling at the same time is on low HP, also gets stuck behind that building. Mexico can take him out there. And Miss Chaos has a really good chance of taking here. Pikachu leaves it for her. Dara and Louisville a bit too late to take it. Miss Chaos decides to use it right after to take out the players there who went to middle to take that OD. Took out 2 players. At least did a lot of
Yeah.
damage. But yeah, it's
Yeah.
right now it's mainly Team Help that's going for those captures. Device on low HP pulling gets taken out. So as of now, score is still the same.
Exactly. I mean, Miss Chaos's overdrive was a bit I don't know. It was a bit odd to use it straight away. Obviously, 2 of their players were on rest, but we're seeing a really nice Aerosody coming in here. Will it heal that Paladin? No, it won't. Gets taken out just beforehand, but that could have been a really crucial overdrive for that team. Although we are seeing Device currently pull the flag. He is no repair one shot. Does get taken out before he actually picks up that flag. But overall, I feel like the map control is going from one team to another. We're currently seeing the red base take control of that middle with that Eris, but Miss Chaos dealing quite a bit of damage, and looking like Device once again is going to be one of the key players trying to pull this flag. He is no repair, so the strategy for Help is a bit odd in my opinion. Normally we see their hunters play on the right side, kind of on death, but Device has been playing really on the offensive side, which is kind of odd to see.
Yeah, you're right about that. I kind of noticed that Pikachu and Device swapped places because I mainly see Pikachu now on the defensive side. Also, Dara using his Viking OD took out 2 players while another OD was dropping. Mexico was gonna take this since he's the only player there who was able to take it. Bulatic was a bit late. Dara already using his Viking OD at the bottom. But maybe it's also caused by Team Help still needing three more flags that they're playing so offensively and maybe not really to how they usually play.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's really been the back and forward scenarios we're seeing here. Help, like I said, they still have the possibilities on the table. They got WoW with an overdrive. They got 47X with an OD as well. So there's potential here, and I feel like Device has been pretty good on Hunter from what I've witnessed. Even though his play's so aggressive and been going out in the open majority of the time, his ODs have been pretty on point, and being a striker player, obviously, it's not the easiest combination to be using. So, seeing that on the offense side is quite promising to see. But we are seeing another flag attempt being pulled here. Louisville will be using Paladin OD, really low HP, does get taken out that Eris. Doesn't have any supplies, so Help will be able to get the return on that, or at least kill the flag carrier. And we are seeing them play on the offense side once again, but only 47X with an OD here, which is gonna actually come out and burst as well as WA, and this actually might be a flag pull. Although they got to get it out quick, as a lot of those players are going to be on rest, and they're gonna deny that.
Yeah, that was a nice try by Team Help, but well, all the players of Metamorphose were on respawn. That also allowed them to take out the flag there, because they all spawned at the same time, basically. But I also like how Team Metamorphose is not holding back, even though they're up 3 flags, like we've seen with that pull like a minute ago with Louisville. He uses OD there to try to pull. Even though it didn't work out, they're definitely trying to get more captures. Well, I think most teams would just play on the defensive. OD by Mexico here only stuns 1 player. Device with a really nice one. Takes out 2 players with his OD and is going to be pulling. Eros D is a bit misplaced. And Shinobu can take out Device here. So he's not going to be capturing that. But they still have an attack going on. Even on the defensive side, they're entering the base of Metamorphosis. Pikachu and 47X there. Pikachu might want to use on someone if they still want to get a capture out of this, but time is running out, and right now it's also Metamorphosis again trying to pull. But all low HP. I think if you try to push now for Team Help, they definitely have a good chance.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, we are seeing Help once again, Miss Chaos and Device pushing in there. But Metamorphosis, like I said, they're playing aggressive as well. Even though they are up 3 flags, they're not being like, hey guys, let's just defend, because that could be quite damaging for them. They could lose flags, and what you want to do is just keep the pressure up high and make sure that Help aren't able to kind of neutralize that threat. Although I don't know, 2 minutes, under 3 minutes something here to go, and I can't really see Help coming back from those 3 flags they lost in the previous round. So it's going to be a bit of an upset for them. And remind me if I'm wrong, there will be another round after this, right?
Yeah, for sure, but that will be played in Sandal, the second map that that have been chosen. And yeah, I agree with you. I don't think Help can come back from this. They definitely had a lot of time at first, but now that's slowly running out. Only 2 minutes 15, and that's definitely not enough for 3 captures. So you're definitely right.
Yeah, it's a bit upsetting to see, but on the other hand, it's good. Metamorphosis are bouncing back into this game, and I'm intrigued to see what will happen on Sandor. Obviously, this is quite a big and open map, so it's gonna be intriguing to see which is the more dominating team when it comes to a smaller map, which you need a little bit more control of, and be aware of like who's using ODs and whatnot. But talking about ODs, we're seeing a really good Eris OD coming in here. Device denies that though. OD box is dropping Louisville, going to be pulling a flag. Mexico also using an overdrive. 1 player lags out there, and another OD from that Eris on the red side. So that is going to be 4-0, and they're pulling once again. Nice OD coming in from that Crusader with Mexico pulling the flag and complete resp on these players. And 47X looks like it's having some connection issues here. But wow, this has been an eventful round here, making it possibly 6-0 for Metamorphosis.
Yeah, Metamorphosis is really in for a surprise here. It looked like the round was gonna end without any captures, but right now they're capturing 3 in a row. Maybe also because one of the players from Help is having a bit of trouble joining the map. But the first one was definitely a good job by Metamorphosis. I think that was mainly because of the ODs used there. They definitely came in with a surprise. But yeah, the score will remain the same even though they captured more flags. They won the round regardless. So whichever team is going to be playing better in Sandal is going to win the match, because that's the only map that will be played after Cross.
Exactly. But anyways, we shall see what will be happening here. So the overall score now is 1-1, right? Or
Yeah, that is right. 1-1.
okay. So yeah, be waiting on this next map and see what the outcome will be for one of these teams. Obviously, this round was long awaited after those technical issues. I'm not sure how long you guys were waiting, but it seemed like a long time.
It was a bit interesting, but luckily it's fixed now and the teams can continue this match. So yeah, only 2 rounds played in total, with at least 2 more to go, since both teams have won a round now. This match can also go into penalty rounds. Depends on how the teams will play. Sandal is a map that's not completely symmetrical, but there is not really a better base, even though I prefer... I don't know the color of the base, but I think it's the blue one. I think it's Team B, because
Wait,
it's easier to shoot the arrows of the up on the
oh
flag.
right, yeah. That's for sure. Anyways, we got the map here. So let's go into it and wait for both these teams to kind of reset and go into this round. And we also will be seeing which side has the better side. It looks like Help will be having the better side to start off with, but is that Ares going to be able to kind of work with their Crusader? Because I feel like their Crusader and Ares ODs for Help haven't been too on job. Also, the Crusader for Help, I noticed, was missing quite a few railgun shots, and obviously railgun's reload isn't like any other gun like Ricochet or Smokey, where you can pretty much do a lot of DPS. So it's going to be intriguing.
Yeah, you definitely need to hit your shots on railgun, but in the first round, you obviously didn't watch it, Hope, but in the first round, the arrows used a lot of good ODs, but in the last round, I haven't seen a lot of them. But I know they're capable of using good arrows ODs, but they definitely need to work together in order to show that. Teams will be resetting. They're going to be fighting for the next OD that will be dropping. Yeah, it can still go both ways. We don't know how both teams play in Sandal, so we'll have to see.
Exactly. Anyways, players are going to be resetting now, and we're going to be going into the third round on Sandor, like said. We'll see which player will be able to take that OD box. And yeah, it looks like actually something I was gonna point out, but I completely forgot. They're using hammer, both these teams, and I believe the Metamorphosis was playing with Viking Hammer on Cross as well.
Yeah, you're right.
Before.
I also pointed it out before, because it's pretty
Okay.
interesting, because Smokey is the new meta, but In
Yeah,
maps like Aran or Sendel, Hammer can also be used, I think. What do you think about Sendel? Do you use Hammer or Smoky here?
can't be leaking our strategies, G. I know. Yeah, you're trying to catch me out. We
No,
use
that
freeze.
wasn't my
We use
intention.
freeze Viking.
Yeah, we use we use Viking Izida.
What's this thingy with Smoky Crusader, huh? Wanna let the viewers know about that, Iran?
No, that's a special strategy. I can't leak it until the tournament is over.
Okay, okay. OD box is dropping though, but yeah, definitely. What I can say is Smoky has been played a lot. Majority of time it is on Viking. I've seen some other teams use it on Hunter, which I feel like is understandable. I don't. If you're not got a good striker on your team, then Smoky Hunter can be great on maps like Cross, for example, and then you can just have Hammer Viking. Um, but yeah. Anyways, let's get into this round, see what will occur. We're actually seeing Device and 47X on the left side here. Bit interesting, allowing Metamorphosis to push up on their left side. Obviously, Diera has a Viking ID. Louisville is going to be able to pull this flag. Doesn't have a repair, but looks like Help will be able to kind of deny that first flag pull.
Yeah, they definitely defended it pretty good. There were 3 players of Metamorphosis pushing there. But at the same time, Metamorphosis is still controlling that other side of the map with their Crusader and Eris. That's definitely how you want to be playing here when you play on the red side. You can push up into the base, in the blue base, but at the same time, I think you're better off just controlling the defensive side, making sure they're not going to be pulling any flag while the team is trying to capture from the attacking sides. But it's mainly Help who is controlling the like the closed side, while it's Metamorphose who's controlling the open side. If you know what I
Exactly.
mean.
I mean, if you know what I mean, it's all right. Yeah, I do. So, my memes have just overtaken my brain. But anyways, yeah, you're definitely right. I don't like this strategy coming in from Help. It feels like they're playing matchmaking out here. We're seeing Miss Chaos on the right side, along with War and Device, and 47X and Pikachu on the left. I feel like maybe they're trying to change it up and like make Metamorphosis be like, or how we're gonna like kind of adapt to this and whatnot. Although I really don't know, like, what is the strategy coming into this? You know, are they just taking the sides and like saying I'm right, go left or something, or what do you think the game plan is here for Help?
It's hard to say, but as of now, I think they're just saving their ODs for a big attack, because it's mainly Metamorphosis trying to capture now. And well,
Right.
Help is pushing up a bit. They are not using ODs. I mean, not a lot of them. Mexico pulling a flag here. It's going to center, but Miss Chaos has her Ares OD flag gets taken out, but Louisville can take over this flag. He has a good chance, especially with this Paladin OD. Need to go quick because he's on low HP, but he's surviving so far, and he's into the base now. He's gonna be capturing this first flag, and at the same time, Shinobu can take this overdrive box, so you will be able to use that soon. So a really nice capture by Metamorphosis to take this lead into the third round.
Right, exactly. Um, yeah, it's not looking good for Help at all. I mean, OD for 47X, and be interesting to see what will be the outcome of this. Obviously, we did see that first capture coming in, not too early into the game, which is a good thing for Help. They're not allowing flag captures straight off the bat. Like we have seen with other teams. Obviously, one team is better than the other. Although I don't know. I mean, Metamorphosis did pretty good on cross, managing to capture what was it, 6 flags. Um, so to see this map being a bit harder for them is a good thing, although they still are in the lead. And I feel like Help are in a bit of danger here. We are seeing Diera use a Viking OD, but Miss Chaos kind of just blocking his way, and Pikachu going to be taking him out.
Yeah, I think Metamorphosis that they're just not scared to use their ODs, while Team Help is trying to save it for like the right opportunity, but at the same time they're not really using really good ODs. Device here using his OD to take it again, but apart from that, they don't really get an opportunity out of that. Apart from just taking the OD again, Mexico and Louisville will be attacking here. Players of Help. Of Team Help are still respawning, but they will be able to defend this attack as of now. Shinobu also doing a good job controlling that side. They definitely don't need to worry about defending here. The Mexico taking this flag is going towards Louisville, so he can take over the flag, but Device stops them by using his OD. But Dara takes over the flag after it got returned, and Bulatic can take over this flag. Pikachu trying to stop him, will be shooting again with his railgun here, takes out the flag, and 47X will use his OD, which was a bit unnecessary. He can still return this flag.
Exactly. I mean, 47X wasn't the greatest Viking OD, a bit of a waste there. Maybe a bit of miscommunication with the team. Not saying that he was no repair, fairly low. Although it does happen. Yeah, I feel like we're going to be seeing a win here from Metamorphosis. I believe that's the name. I can't remember. But anyways, I don't know what to say really for Help. I feel like they're a bit all over the place here. They're definitely not going to be winning against this other team if they keep playing like this. An OD box is dropping here. Looks like Diera going to be taking it just. 47X nearly having the potential there, although it doesn't. Get shut down. Pikachu on the left is going to be using. Oh, gets taken out there. But from Shinobu. Nubu. A nice focus from them.
It's definitely some hard names to pronounce, but yeah, it's still
Especially for me.
it's still Metamorphosis, who's still in the lead, and they still have the ODs to pull another flag. Viking OD, Crusader OD, Ares OD, Hunter. I don't know if they're a Hunter OD, but a Paladin OD. I think Louisville, if he can stay alive, they definitely have a good chance. But I think he's better off just hiding now because he's on really low HP. But the Ares doesn't take him out, so he's still gonna take this flag regardless. Is on cooldown, doesn't have his DP,
There's
but
no
with this
way.
overdrive from Bulatic, they can capture their second flag.
Yeah, that was so close. I mean, Louisville nearly got taken out. Diera also going to be using Viking OD, going to be taken out. 2 players there pulling out another flag. Louisville can pull this flag potentially. Don't think he has a repair anytime soon. Does get taken out, but I mean, if we talk about that flag which just got captured, he got pretty lucky twice in a row there. Nearly got taken out by Miss Chaos, but not enough focus on his behalf. And then his supplies got ran out, but he luckily had a DA in time. But anyways, back to now. There is an OD box which Diera is going to be taken. The focus on just like the all-round communication from Metamorphosis is definitely a lot better from Help. And yeah, we can see that there's 2 minutes left here. A device is going to be using yet again a nice Hunter OD, but it's not enough to pull them back into the game. An OD coming in from Miss Chaos, but also not enough for them to be able to even touch that flag there. And this is going to be probably a shutdown from Metamorphosis onto Help.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've also not seen a single Ares OD shot into the base of Metamorphosis. I think Miss Chaos just used it at center, but I think that's mainly because they can't control the open side of the map. So that causes them to not be able to use an RSD mainly for attack. There yet again pulling a flag. Mexico needs to follow him if you want to be of use, but he's taking his flag. Is on low HP. Uses his repair but gets taken out nonetheless, but Wa isn't able to return, so it's Louisville. Never mind, it's not Louisville, it's Bulatic who's gonna take over this flag. Dies pretty fast, but Dara is gonna take over this flag again. And with all the dead tanks in the way, it's hard to shoot him. Mexico uses a Hunter OD, only one player, but it's definitely enough to secure this flag. So it is 3-0 now for Metamorphosis. And yeah, not even close to enough time for Team Help to make a comeback. Took a Viking OD. Might even want to use it now, even though he's on 1 HP. Because if he decides to self, but now there's definitely not enough time to capture another flag.
Looks a bit unfortunate for them, not gonna lie. I mean, they had 3 of these and they're only using them now. It's a bit peak, can't lie.
Yeah, sometimes your OD gets ready right before the round ends, but I think some of them have been saving it for a while. But yeah, I think Team Help can definitely make a comeback, but at the same time, they definitely need to change something, because the last round wasn't too great, if I have to be honest.
Honesty is the best policy, you know what they say.
I don't know, is that what they say?
Apparently so, yes. Apparently. But
Apparently.
yeah, anyways, I mean, we shall see. This is potentially the last round here. I wonder if Help are going to be bringing a bounce back from this. I mean, obviously, the last 2 rounds haven't been too great from them, but it shambles on their behalf. Although, I don't know, Metamorphosis. I don't know what you would call this team. Would you say they're a top 16 team? I mean, I see some of their players on Gladiator, but if they were to play against harder opponents, what would you see the outcome being?
Yeah, it's hard. I don't think they can be seen as a top 16 team, and I think that's mainly because they haven't been winning a lot this tournament. Both teams are currently going with 1 win, 2 losses, and I think if they will be put against a decent team, it will be really hard for them to win. So I think top 16 is maybe going a bit too far. Top 24 definitely, but top 16 maybe, but don't think so. But yeah, for Team Help, it looks like once the opponent captures the first flag, they're falling apart. Because at the start, even in the cross round, the second round, the score has been tied almost half the round. But once Team Metamorphosis captures a flag, they're coming more flags right after. It's like they give up or just lose control of the round.
Right. Yeah, I mean that's definitely true. I don't know. If you want to play esports, even if you're in the loss or in the win, you always got to have that mindset that the game's not over and there's still potential. And potential's here for one of these teams. Looks like Dia is going to be taking that first overdrive box. He is no repair currently, although they already have a strong map control here. I mean, they're really pushing Help into their base here. Pikachu and Miss Chaos really low HP. Pikachu getting taken out. Looks like 47X is having connection issues once again here. And they are going to be 4 players for a short time. Pikachu with his overdrive now. Mexico dealing some damage to him, missing a couple shots. Pikachu going to be on no repair. Diera going to be using here. And will be taking out 2 players. Also pulling the flag, Louisville will be. And looking like first capture already coming into play here. Nice OD coming in from Mexico. And all players are completely on resp. Device is going to get flipped. Diera going to be pulling yet another flag. And oh my days, not 1 kill yet from... oh wait, we've seen 3 kills only from the Help side. And yeah, that's obliteration.
Yeah, I think their team got put on respawn like 3 times before they got a single kill. But yeah, that's for Team Metamorphosis, that meant they were able to capture 2 flags. So that was a really nice combination of ODs. The Viking OD allowed Louisville to capture that first flag, and after they were able to get another flag because Team Help was just put on respawn for like so long, and OD box dropping again, 47x doesn't take it. It's the hunter who took it. Pretty close, but also unfortunate for 47x. And Team Help is also, yeah. How do I say this? They are probably not gonna win this because they need 3 more captures, but it's not impossible. They also haven't captured a single flag since the second round. I mean the first round. In the first round they captured 5 flags, but after that they didn't capture a single flag. Louisville also using a Paladin OD, goes in all by himself, but doesn't get really far. It's still Team Help that's playing on the defensive now. They're pulling a flag. The players from Metamorphosis not really able to help him there because most of them were on respawn. And I think this is the opportunity for Help to maybe capture a flag, because right now it's Vestas who just joined and 47x attacking, but the attack isn't going up anywhere actually, since Metamorphosis focused on the defense.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. They, even though they are kind of focusing more on the defense, they're dealing some damage here and there. I feel like they shouldn't cut this short. They should keep going in for these OD boxes, go for more captures, because if you keep putting that pressure on them, Help won't be able to come back from this. They are pulling another flag here. He is no repair. OD boxes on the ground. He will be taking it. A bit of a waste here from Miss Chaos, although they will be able to get that return. But still, 6 minutes, 25 seconds on the clock here. Let's see what will happen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they have their Viking OD, but at the same time, Metamorphosis have their Hunter, Paladin, Eris, and Crusader OD. So it will be hard for them to make a comeback, but yeah, there's definitely time. Pikachu decides to play on the other side of the map. Usually plays on the open side, but they're kind of switching positions now. Their Hunter and Paladin also play on pretty interesting positions. Louisville fighting Vestas takes him out and uses his Reaper, so he'll be putting this flag on full HP. He also uses his Overdrive, and there's no player from Help who can probably take him out here. Only a railgun can still shoot him here, but that's not going to be enough to get a return, and Device used his Overdrive just too late. So the score is already 3-0 now for Metamorphosis, and I think this capture was the final nail in the coffin. I don't think they're coming back from this.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. And I'm not where are these teams on terms of how many wins and losses? Is this for a knockout, or are they still in the game?
Both teams will still be playing after this. Both teams have 1 win
Okay.
and 2 losses. So
Okay.
even though Help will be losing this, probably there's still time left, but they need 4 more captures. But if they lose this, they can still fight for more wins. But then if they lose 1 more time, then they're out. So they're definitely on the stage where they gotta
Yeah.
watch out.
Exactly, exactly. I mean, we're seeing Miss Chaos go over to Shaft here. I feel like this is probably the worst combination they could be adding to their list, because they need to be able to push in. Shaft isn't going to be allowing that for them. I would understand if they're in the winning streak, then they'd be able to kind of use Shaft, play a bit more defensive. But look at this, Diero coming in with a Viking OD, completely annihilating them, along with Mexico and Louisville. But this is gonna be the 4th capture, and you said this is the final nail in the coffin. No, I think this is the 2nd nail in that coffin right there.
Yeah, like we've probably mentioned before in Cross, they're not holding back even though they're winning. they just want to get as many captures as possible. And yeah, for team help, that's definitely not helping to get this comeback, because they just completely focus all their efforts on the defense while they're losing, and that's not gonna make it for them. They need to capture themselves and not trying to prevent captures from the opponents. I mean, they do, but it's not the most important thing right now. Festus probably want to use his Paladin OD to heal himself, so they can at least try to capture a flag, but he decides to save it for now. Maybe because he doesn't have a repair, but at the same time, if you use it now, you might have another OD at the end, because OD doesn't charge that fast that you can just save it now, I think. He's just saving it
Exactly.
now to use one really good OD, but I think sometimes you're better off using it as early as possible.
Exactly. I mean, I don't know. This is looking like a loss. I mean, it sucks for help. I feel like they just got to work on really where they need to play, because it's just so all over the place. Like, we're seeing Device and Bland go from left to right. We're seeing all of them go from left to right. I don't think this kind of play where you spawn kind of scenario, what they got going on here, is working in their favor. We see teams like Diamonds, for example, be capable of this, but that's because they're able to get map control. They're able to use their overdrives when needed, although they're not them. So it's not gonna work.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, it's pretty disappointing to see such a domination. I like the more close matches. I think everyone does. But at the same time,
Yeah, exactly.
Metamorphosis is just playing really nice. There's nothing more to say. They just do exactly what they're supposed to do. They work together. They can capture flags by using their ODs. Although this is not the most impressive OD I've seen, but at the same time, they already won basically, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, and I
Yeah,
think for
exactly.
help, they just need to improve on their teamwork mainly.
Yeah, exactly. But with that being said, I mean, it was really well played from Metamorphosis. Yeah, you're right. There have been the favourites of this round and game in general, and they definitely deserve this win. Although there were the lags coming in from help, I feel like the shambles with playing wherever they go or wherever they spawn, excuse me, isn't to their advantage. They're not using their drops correctly. That I see them using speed before DA. Um, they're not working as a team. The overdrives are a bit all over the place. And for sure, I mean, um, I agree with you. They're not top 16 Metamorphosis. Although if they keep playing how they're playing and working more as a team, working on their overdrives a bit better, then I'm looking forward to who they'll be up against next. Maybe they will lose that. Maybe they'll win it. But if we do stream it, hopefully I can stream it with you, Casper, so we can see the progress they've made.
Yeah, hopefully. Yeah, you were talking about supplies, and speed is an absolute no-go. Usually you want to use DA, and in some cases you can use a DP, but that's only mainly for the ranged turret, like railgun. But yeah, congratulations to Metamorphosis, and also well played by Team Help. And I hope I
But
will see
not
more
enough.
from both teams. Yeah, not
Yeah,
enough for
exactly.
now. Maybe for the next match. Maybe they will improve, maybe not. We will see.
Exactly. Anyways, guys, we'll see you soon. Peace.